My name is Mr. Qarni. I am the Secretary of Education for the Commonwealth of Virginia, and really excited to read an amazing book by the Roaring Brook Press. They have given me permission to read this book by one of the authors, whose name is Dan Santat. He is a Caldecott Medal winner. And this book, published by the Roaring Brook Press, is called After the Fall: How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. And the story goes like this. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds like a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. After that, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing the ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches, but after that day, I kept trying and trying until I got it just right. My plane was perfect and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just climbed. I just kept climbing, one step at a time, until I was no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And that is the end of the story. So the story ends with life begins when you get back up. It's a good lesson that you may fall, but the most important thing is that can you get back up and rise back up? So again, thank you so much. This is Mr. Qarni. It was a pleasure reading this book to you all today, titled After the Fall by Dan Santat, published by the Roaring Brook Press. Thank you so much.